Hey, this is Pierre Vidaco talking. Did you have a team with a lot of channels because maybe you were not familiar at the beginning with teams and you created a lot of channel in one team and at one point you figure out, oh, I should have created another team or maybe you want to split your team. So how can you do that? Unfortunately, that's not a good way to do it. So let me show you a process to at least try to um, save some time doing that. So what I'm going to do here and what I'm going to show you is also valuable for when you want to create a team based on another team structure. For example, if you have projects who have always the same structure in terms of uh, channels, tabs, or even users, you can do that also. So I'm going to create a team, and this time I'm not going to create it from scratch. I'm going to create a team from another team, and I'm gonna reuse my Planet Viva team. So I'm just have to find it in this sprawl of team. Unfortunately, Microsoft didn't provide a search here. So I'm gonna navigate, but fortunately I have an icon, specific icon, so I can find it. And now it tells me how do you want to name it? So I'm gonna name it Viva Connections. And I can say what I want. I want channels. I want the tab. I don't want to do the settings. I don't want to re-add the apps that I added. Maybe now I don't want to add the members right now. Maybe I'll do it after. And I'm just going to create my teams. So it will create the structure and retrieve all the settings that were in the previous um, team. But unfortunately, it won't migrate the messages, and that is no solution except buying a tool to do that. And it won't recreate the files. But here I have a solution for the files. So I'm not going to add anybody. And now I have my team. So it should be at the end of all my team. Here it is. And now you can see I have my different channels. I have the files. Do I have the files? No, I don't have the files. So that's a problem. So here, there are two tips. The first tip is I'm going to add this SharePoint site because there's SharePoint site behind Teams. I'm going to follow it because when I do that, then what I can do, going back to my team, maybe I need to do some cleaning first. So I'm going to delete the channels I don't want anymore. Okay. So now if I want to move the files, I'm going to go back in my team, in the channel that I want. I'm going to the files, and then I'm going to do the same thing, open in SharePoint. But this time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the files and copy them. I can move them if I want. But maybe I want to keep it because I want to keep this first team just to be sure, but you can move it. So I'm going to copy to, and now I'm going to ask for more place, and I'm going to see in my follow teams there's a Viva connection. So which one is it? That's must be no. That's not. That was in previous demonstration. So let's redo it. That was the other one. More place should be the good one. So I'm going to select where I want to move my files, and I'm going to copy my files, and I'm going to copy them here. And that's it. And now you go back in your team. So I still have my document because I didn't move them. I copy them. I can say in this team I can make a post to link to the other team. So let me show you here that I have the files. Yeah, I have the files. So what I could do is to say get the link to the channel and make a post to say I'm not going to do it because this is real channels, but I can make a post saying, here is the new channel and add the link. So that's a way to migrate the structure first of your team, delete what you don't want anymore, and move the files where you want to move them, and without having to re-add the tabs, the settings, everything is there. Eventually, you can also add the members. That will help somehow. In the future, a very near future, you will have a feature called shared channels, where you could share this channel. I'm not sure if we be able to take a channel that exists and transfer it to a shared channel. So that's, I need some experience on that, but at least this is a path that helps. You don't move. The only thing that you don't migrate is the chats, but that way you can keep the chat in the previous team and connect to the channel where you moved your stuff, and you can also in this other team, I can do the exact same thing. The original channel is here, so I could take the address here, same thing, get the link, and make a post. I'm gonna discard this one because this is a real team. I'm gonna go there, and I can say, here are the previous messages, and pass the URL. And then when I do that, the people I'm gonna invite to this team just have to go there to see the previous messages, and they have access to everything. Hope this was helpful.